Welcome everybody to another Scottish Watches Unboxed. This time we'll be seeing the Oris Whale Shark Limited Edition by our friend the Watch Snapper. Really great looking watch actually. I was dying to see a good video of it, so I'll leave you to it. Have fun and take care.
Hi and welcome to a very special unboxing for myself. So as you can clearly see, inside the box is an Oris. I'm going to start with a wristwatch check, and here is another Oris, my Aquis Hang-On. Amazing dial. So what we have inside this box, I just need to say a massive shout out to the guys at Wallace Allen and Air. They very kindly offered to let me see this for a couple of days. Now the great thing with this is I've had this since yesterday. It's now, as you see in the wristwatch check, it's 20 past 8 in the morning, February 16th, 2021. We're in the middle of lockdown, and this watch is not due for global release until 1 PM GMT today. So I've had this before it's even available to the public, which is as a watch guy, guys, you can imagine how buzzing I am. There we go. It's the Whale Shark Limited Edition. Box and everything's pretty much standard Oris Aquis fare, as you would expect. The Oris box is made using environmentally friendly materials. These guys do for the environment is just fantastic. So, here's the watch. I'm going to tilt this down a wee bit. Hopefully see a wee bit better. And here we have it. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. I know there are Aquis in 39.5 and 41mm now. This is a 43.5. As you can see, it's a GMT. Ceramic bezel, two-tone, so it's black at the top, blue at the bottom. It has a Salita, well it doesn't, it's an Oris caliber 798 movement, which is essentially the Salita SW330-1. 43mm wide, integrated bracelet, and with the integrated bracelet, you know, love it or hate it, that's the way Oris do it. And anyone who's ever tried one on, yeah, you can't change the strap for NATOs and all that kind of stuff. But this, I'm just going to give this a wee clean. But the bracelet is unbelievably comfortable. Good taper on it. Now hopefully you'll be able to see from that. There's actually a texture to the dial. Now if you had told me that I was going to open a box with a watch with a textured dial, I'd have been a bit kind of flat, to be honest. The texturing is there because Oris have teamed up with their brand ambassador, Gerardo Del Villar, who is, as I say, he's an Oris brand ambassador. He's also a professional photographer, who among other things is championing the conservation of the whale shark. Largest fish in the sea, and according to the IUCN in 2016, the population, the global population, has halved over the last 75 years, and it's now a red list of endangered species. Big gentle giants, and from what I believe, the texture on the dial is inspired by the skin of the shark. I really hope the video is picking it up, but if it's not, I'll be dropping in some stills at the end, which I took last night. Bi-directional bezel. Movement's absolutely rock solid. It's Oris. It's exactly what you would expect. Super Luminova Lume. In fact, I'm going to take it out. Now it's not sized because this is not my watch, unfortunately. I now need to start trying to plan and figure out just why I need a GMT in my collection. We're in the middle of lockdown. We barely need a watch to tell us one time zone, but with this you have the GMT hand hiding away in there. You've got the 24-hour scale on the inside of the indices, and you've got the bezel. Between those it gives you the option to track 3 time zones. As I say, we're in lockdown, we're struggling to keep track of one at the moment, but at some point in time we're going to get out of it. Going to start being able to travel Not that you really need an excuse to buy a beautiful thing like this. Stunning. Now, I'm going to try and see if I can pick up the back of the case. If the camera will pick this up. There is actually a display case back with the whale shark on it. I'm really hoping this picks it up. If it doesn't pick it up particularly well, I'm dropping in a still at the end. Yeah, that's it, hopefully. List price on this, Great British Pounds, 2,250. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Aquis hang off at the moment. Pop this on wrist. So for reference, there it is on my 7.5 inch wrist. That bracelet, as I say, integrated bracelet, but it's the standard Oris thing, or Aquis thing, where the outer links of the bracelet are polished, the centre ones are brushed. So as always, Oris donates some of the proceeds from the sales of these to help conservation funds. In this case, obviously, it's to help save the whale sharks. So I'll quickly run through any specs that I've not covered. 300 metres of water resistance, you get your engraved case back. That's pretty much it. You know, if you've seen an Aquis, you've seen an Aquis. They wear fantastically. It's actually the dial is very reminiscent of the Carisforth Reef GMT, just with that texture. As I say, two-tone bezel, ceramic, screw down crown as you would expect. 3 micro adjust on the clasp, and that's it. Once again, massive shout out to the guys at Wallace Allen, the guys that supplied my hang and also recently my Planet Ocean. I cannot recommend them highly enough. The customer service is excellent. Some of the best customer service I've ever experienced in my life. So there you go, guys. Get in touch with Ian and the guys at Wallace Allen. I'm sure they'll help you out if this is firing you up. I can't wait till 1 o'clock this afternoon until I can post this. See you soon.